Did you do like an actual positioning exercise for your book as well?
Yeah. Well, yeah, like using my own methodology. I think I can't help myself, but I position everything that way in my head. But like the
Uh-huh.
key part of my methodology is to look at it and say, okay, if the book didn't exist, what would you do? And that's the starting point for it. And if the book didn't exist, what you do is you try to figure it out yourself. So that's one alternative. So you might try to figure it out yourself. Another alternative is you might go to your agency and have your agency do it. And there's a bunch of reasons why that's no good. You might buy some other books, and there's definitely other books out there. So I had to be careful to position against all those things. Like, how is my book different? There's a really famous book on positioning that exists called Positioning the Battle for Your Mind. It's by these guys, Rees and Trout. And I had to very specifically position against that. Well, why wouldn't you just buy the Rees and Trout book? It's the the original text on this subject. It's sold hundreds of thousands of copies. So I was very explicit about that in the marketing of my book, and the way I talked about my book is I say, look, like the Rees and Trout book is actually an amazing book. I have it. I've probably read that book 7 times. I think everyone should read that book, but don't expect that book to tell you how to do it. What that thing is going to do is it's going to explain what positioning is, tell you why it's great, give you the positioning fever. But those people aren't going to give you any clues how to get it done. So I positioned my book as complementary to that book, not necessarily competing, because we were trying to accomplish different things. But that was an important part of the positioning of the book. Like, why not just do the Rees and Trout thing? In fact, when I first talked to publishers, the publishers were like, we don't want to publish this book. There's already a book on positioning. Your thing needs to be about something else.